Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of CB4 the movie, released in 1993. This is the mockumentary parodying gangster rap. So the movie stars, I'll run down the cast. So the cast, I'll just run it right here. It has Chris Rock, Diesel D, Alan Page, Chris Elliott, Phil Hartman, and I'm trying to think who else. Oh, and it marks the acting debut of Eddie Murphy's younger brother, Charlie Murphy. Well, his brother. I did cover Eddie Murphy. The last video I covered was Bowfinger, which had Eddie Murphy. Now I'm covering a Charlie Murphy movie. Kind of weird that I'm doing both movies with the two Murphys. But anyways, what did I think of CB4 the movie? Well, the title point CB4 the movie is kind of dumb. So throughout this whole review, I'm just going to call it CB4 or CB4 the movie, however you want to say it. So what did I think of CB4 or CB4 the movie, however you want to call it? This movie is a blast. I had a really good time with this. Let's talk about CB4. So here's what the movie. So let's actually talk about it. Rock plays Albert, aka MC Gusto, or Albert Brown is his character's name. Leader of a hot new rap group called CB4. Get this, it's short for Cell Block 4. A trio of CB4, MC Gusto, Stabmaster Arson, Dead Mike are living large as their hardcore album blows up in the charts. They rise to fame, takes an unfortunate turn when they are caught up as subjects of a documentary by corny filmmaker A. White and victim of a political campaign by Republican Virgil Robinson. And when the reality hits the streets, that these cats are just three middle-class kids posing as ex-con thugs. Their world of money, power, and respect takes a beatdown in the most embarrassing and ludicrous ways. Oh, this outrageous rap-humanity. Yeah, this is basically a rockumentary, but it's a rap-humanity. Is packed with cameos by real OG rap legends like Ice-T, Flavor Flav, Eazy-A. It also has Tommy Davidson, Halle Berry, Shaquille O'Neal. That's the rundown of cameos. So yeah, the cameos is really just bizarre. Halle Berry appears in a cameo. Shaquille O'Neal appears in a cameo. Butthole Surfers, a grunge rock band, in a movie that pokes fun at the gangster rap culture. It's just weird. Eazy-E. This movie came out in 93. Eazy-E passed on in 1993. So this might have been the last appearance of Eazy-E before his passing. And by the way, Eazy-E passed on of AIDS at a very young age. I think he was like 45. I could be wrong. But anyways, now this movie is a hoot. It basically take the idea of rockumentary movies like Spinal Tap, kind of like Spinal Tap with a little bit of Wayne's World, the coming of age story, but it is fun. This movie to me has the Chris Rock charm. It's actually produced by Brian Grazer, but apparently Imagine Entertainment didn't help with this movie, just Brian Grazer Productions. Interesting enough, I did cover Bowfinger, which was also Brian Grazer Productions from his company Imagine Entertainment. That is just wow. This movie to me, it is just so much fun. Like, it's just the idea of gangster rap and poking fun of it is just fun in its own way. The movie's directed by Tamara Davis, who directed the absolute classic Billy Madison. That's how I first discovered who Tamara Davis is. And I love the characters, how they interact. Charlie Murphy is like this real-time gangster. His buddy has laryngitis, so he uses that voice box like that. So he talks like that the whole time. But it's just so out of place. Like, it's just so... It's so cringe. Like, some of the moments in it feels cringe. Phil Hartman is a guy who's against the whole... He finds rap just awful. He's like one of those people that... He's one of those politicians, and similar to like politicians that believe violent video games is what's killing our youth. Gangster rap is the same way that's killing our youth. It basically pokes on NWA at times, and just that idea. If you're familiar with the rap group, Ice Cube appears in along with Ice-T, and they talk about CB4, how great they are. They even mentioned that they had better album records than, get this, Elvis Presley and Coretta Scott King, the widower of Martin Luther King, the politician who was assassinated in the 1960s. Not politician. I think he was a politician. I don't remember. I think it is. The guy who led the civil rights. So that is what makes it so weird. There's an awkward love scene that's just... So, Albert, MC Gusto, decides, hey, he tries everything to do everything to, like, in the love scene, to the point he's trying to use, like, tools from using that to using, I forget what it is, like one of those tools you use to bolt screws. So he tries to do that, and then he uses a buzzsaw, and it just doesn't work. So it comes out of left field. It's a hoot, though. I like the idea his father is like saying, "We worked so hard for this house, and you go out dressed like a crook." So Gusto, who he got inspired, he gets arrested. He busts out of prison, so he teaches MC Gusto that welcome to gangster life. So they go rob someplace. Then he robs someplace. But before that happens, he goes to visit his grandmother. He has a bunch of sisters. The one sister says, You should play me some Nintendo. Can you fix my computer? It's so random and so out of place. I think this movie is funny. Like, it comes out of nowhere. Like, this is not spoiling the movie, but Charlie Murphy's character, basically, he meets the girl, then she's in lingerie. Guess who pops in? It's MC Gusto, a wig, lipstick, and lingerie, and he gets busted by the cops. That's not totally giving away the whole movie, but that's one of the scenes in it I want to mention. It's so out of place. I laughed hard enough to recommend this. But though, actually there's another cameo by Isaac Hayes, but appears in the post-credits. So if you get past the credits, he appears at the very end in the post-credits. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention Tommy Davidson. Tommy Davidson steals the whole thing. He's uncredited in the movie, but Tommy Davidson plays this, like, video jockey, kind of sort of like the host of Yo MTV Raps. So he's like, video, and does this is video. He does these, like, twitching things. Tommy Davidson is absolutely hilarious. He was cast in Living Color. If you're a Disney junkie, he was the voice of Oscar Proud in The Proud Family. Tommy Davidson, to me, is the steam sealer of this movie. I think he's actually very funny. Charlie Murphy is great. He's a lot of fun. The whole cast is just fun. Even all the cameos. I was surprised Shaquille O'Neal appeared in it. I was surprised that Ice Cube and Eazy-E and Halle Berry came in to do the support, to do just the cameos. I think this movie is a lot of fun. I think the movie has style. If you're a fan of mockumentaries, or rap-umentaries is what it is, this movie is a ton of fun. And I think for a director like Tamara Davis, I do like a lot. And she directed Billy Madison. I plan to get to that very soon and Half Baked. Oh, I forgot to mention Rachel True, who plays Albert's girlfriend, is also in the movie, and she would later go on to star in another Universal film, also directed by Tamara Davis, and that's Half Baked from 1998. I think the movie is really good. Oh, and she was also in The Craft as well. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of any flaws. I don't think there's many flaws with this movie. Trying to think. I don't know, I'm trying to think of anything else. I believe some parts might not be, it might get a little slow, I should say. I like when they're doing King of Rock and then the squeaky mouse voice. This is a near perfect movie. I laughed at the beginning, I didn't laugh at the middle, but it got way funnier near the end of the movie. So again, I had enough laughs to say, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, CB4 is not a bad little movie. I think it has enough laughs for me to recommend this. Like I said, I will say this, I did cover Head of State, which was a Chris Rock movie, and I felt that was a little more funnier than this. But as it goes, this movie still is a hoot. If you're like me, you've never seen a mockumentary or a movie that pokes on gangster rap. The only other movie that I watched that poked fun at gangster life, that poked fun at the gangster movies, was Don't Be Menace to South Central, and that movie is a classic. This is almost like that if you took, like I said, if you took Spinal Tap with Wayne's World, if you like those like 90s movies, if you want to see a movie, I think it pokes, no, I don't think it is. I was going to say maybe it poked fun of Menace to Society or any of those gangster movies. I don't think it did, but there's enough laughs. Oh, I forgot to mention, they mentioned, oh yeah, they did mention, apparently in the trailer, I must have missed this in the movie, they mentioned about Daryl Gates. He was the officer during the LA riots. This movie, I think, also pokes fun at the LA riots of 1992. But regardless, this movie is fun. Oh, I forgot to mention, the mother, the waitress from What's Happening, I think is Cheryl Hampton? Cheryl something. She was in the sitcom What's Happening. She appears in it as one of the call people. So I kind of wanted to bring that up too. So yeah, CB4, very good movie. Let's go ahead and rate this right now. I'm going to go ahead and give CB4 a 4 out of 5. This was another hard one because I went back and forth. Again, the whole pendulum swings. I kind of like went back and forth. Was I going to rate this? Was I going to rate that? It was sort of an easy choice that I feel like it was an easy choice for me to give this a 4 out of 5. So I thought, yeah, 4 out of 5 seems like it's the right rating to give it. So yeah, 4 or 5 it is. So CB4, definitely check this movie out. I had a good time with this movie. I will easily say I can recommend this. Enough laughs made me only recommend this. It's not a great movie, and it does have its flaws, but I think Chris Rock is hilarious. It's kind of weird to see both Phil Hartman and Chris Rock together in a movie since they were both Saturday Night Live alumni. Similar to how Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy appeared in Bowfinger, which is also Saturday Night Live alumni. So yeah, I'm going to easily say this is definitely worth watch though. If you like Chris Rock, if you're a fan of Chris Rock's humor, then yeah, this is definitely worth watching. And just there are good moments and enough laughs for me to say, yeah, check out CB4. Worth watching. So that's my review of CB4. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all the video notifications so you don't miss a single video on my channel. Also on Letterboxd, guys, so head over to Letterboxd. I have a ton of reviews on there. Well, I rate the movies, not necessarily review the movies on there. So yeah, just head over Letterboxd and yeah, check out CB4. It's definitely. I'll just say this right now. It's a hidden gem in my opinion, a near perfect comedy about gangster rap. So yeah, that's it, guys. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies.